if a motivated member of Congress, such as someone whose name rhymes with, I don't know, Matt Gaets, wanted to make this public, you could do so because you have immunity for anything you say in speech or debate on the floor of Congress. You could go out there, you could read the memo, and you could put anything you want into the congressional record. So it ain't the Democrats, my friend. You could put this if you wanted to do more than just hype it.
No, Chris, the Democrats actually voted no. The Republicans voted yes. There's a few reasons the things you mentioned would not be beneficial for our national security. First, if we accept as a premise that members of Congress ought to take top secret documents and go start reading them on the floor of the House of Representatives, it will irreparably damage the sharing of intelligence and information that we need to make real-time decisions.
You don't have to read everything.
Yeah,
you can read certain
but it's not going to come to that.
So we've got an absolutely loaded broadcast as we will be rolling right through the normal end time of the War Room, which is 6 p.m. Central here in Austin, Texas. But we're going to be rolling on through past that, covering what we expect to be the vote to release the memo tonight. Now, that doesn't mean that the memo will be released tonight. It still has to be approved by President Trump. I expect no hesitation there. But we will be covering it as the Republicans that outnumber the Democrats in the House Intel Committee are set to vote to release the memo tonight. So we'll be live covering that. We're going to roll right through past 6 o'clock. Alex Jones will be joining us. So you're going to want to stick around for all of that. Big breaking news, obviously, today is the FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe steps down. That is the morning of the vote that's set to release this memo, which probably won't reflect good on him. Do you want the Nunes FISA memo released before or after the State of the Union address? We've got just under 2,000 votes, about an hour in here. And before is taking the cake, 88% wanting the FISA memo released before the State of the Union address. And, you know, even though we are all impatient beings and we'd love to get that memo out now just to prove how right we were and how wrong the fake media was, the CNN and the MSNBC and the Chuck Schumers and the Adam Schiffs and all of them and the Maxine Waters, part of me now is I'm actually on the back end of this, and I actually want it after. All right, we are ticking closer to the release of the memo that has been the #1 trend on social media for almost 2 weeks now. Hashtag release the memo. This is despite the blatant and possibly illegal even censorship by Twitter and Facebook and Google and YouTube and the like. Here's our poll of the day at War Room Show on Twitter. Do you want the Nunes FISA memo released before or after the State of the Union? I didn't really finish my point, so I'll just finish it real quickly. The reason why I actually would vote after on this deal is because I think that in response to President Trump's State of the Union tomorrow, you're going to see just as much delusional hysteria from the Democrats as we have over the last year and a half. So I say, let the Democrats embarrass themselves one last time in response to the State of the Union, which is going to be a powerful address. I am expecting this to be very riveting, but mainly an uplifting, empowering, and uniting State of the Union that says that America's back, our economy's booming, we're more respected worldwide than we have been in the last 8 years. That's the type of speech I expect. So then let the Democrats come out and cry about how America's better than ever, cry about how you're getting your tax cuts, cry about how that we're having a border now. See, because they don't understand that's what people want. So let them have their moment of delusional hysteria after Trump's State of the Union. Give them about 24 to 48 hours to embarrass themselves and hang themselves politically one last time before that memo comes out and embarrasses them all into oblivion. So what's it going to be? Is Chuck Schumer going to admit how wrong he was about Trump and how illegal Obama was? Or will he come out after the memo is released and stay on the same path he's been on, that Trump is a Russian agent and he puts non-American citizens ahead of American citizens?